Meal prepping is a great way to get prepared for the week and make the most use of your time. I'm going to show you how easy it is to do that right now. So when I'm meal prepping, I like to make tonight's dinner tomorrow's lunch. So I'm going to be prepping some Mediterranean seasoned grilled skirt steak that I'm going to be pairing up with some lovely lemon and parsley potatoes. The next day, I'm going to turn that into a wonderful pita that I'm going to be able to enjoy with some homemade tzatziki sauce. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to prep my veggies for the week. I'm going to start off with my zucchini. I'm going to prep up my squash as well and get that ready. Same deal with that. I'm just cutting these into planks. So I'm going to go ahead and make a quick tzatziki sauce. So I'm going to cut up that because I'm going to use that for lunch later this week. So one of the things I'm going to do now that can be time consuming is mixing together your seasoning. So you're not having to like scramble around and look for that. We're going to go ahead and mix out the designated rubs that we want to use so they're ready to go when we go to the grill. A little bit of oregano, a little dried basil, a little bit of thyme, a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of paprika, and a little nutmeg. Salt in here, and a little pepper. Give that a quick shake. That right there is going to be our steak. So the next thing we're going to do is prep our Mediterranean seasoned skirt steak. So for that, I'm going to remove any of the larger fat. We're going to get this seasoned up. All right, so we got these coated really nice. So honestly, in 30 minutes time or less, we are now prepped and in good position for our meals for the rest of the week. Okay, so we're talking about meal prep. We've already got our stuff seasoned. We did all that hard leg work yesterday, and now it's about getting the grill ready to cook. So the first thing I'm gonna do is go over and get my grill preheating, and then I'm gonna do my final touches before I go to the grill to cook my dinner. All right, so we got our grill preheating. Now I'm gonna cut up my potatoes. Get a little oil on these, a little salt and pepper. The other thing too is we are going to char up some lemon as well. So I'm going to slice up some lemon here. I'm also going to season up my zucchini and squash, red and yellow peppers, a little red onion charred up there as well. And so we're just going to hit it with a little bit of olive oil, and then we are going to hit it with some S&P, so a little salt and pepper here. And last, we're going to chop up some of our parsley and go ahead and get it ready to go on our potatoes. All right, so we're seasoned up here and we're ready to go to the grill with our potatoes. We're putting them on first. They take a little bit longer to cook, so we want to make sure we get them on the grill first. We're going to move our potatoes around, and then we're going to put our steak on as well as our veggies on it. So we're making sure that these are getting nice color all around on all sides. Now we're going to put our lemons on up front, get a nice char on them. And then last, we're gonna put our steak on. The reason being, as our steak, this is a thin cut steak, it's not gonna take that long to cook this. All right, so we're coming back to our grill. We're gonna check on our veggies. Now it's time to flip them. Look at that beautiful color that we got on here. These are blistering up nicely. And then our lemon, we're gonna still let that go, but we're getting some beautiful color on our lemon as well. And then I'm also going to move my potatoes around. So our potatoes getting beautiful color. I'm gonna shut the grill lid. I'm gonna set my timer for about 4 more minutes. I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna pull those veggies off, and then it's time to grill up our steak. Everything is smelling great. These vegetables are smelling so good. We have our lemon nice and charred. Our steak is gonna go on after we get all this off. So we're gonna go ahead and start taking our charred lemon off. It's all gonna come off. We're going right to the grill with this beautiful skirt steak. Now, as we're crisping up this skirt steak, another little thing I like to do, especially on this new Spirit grill, is we have a boost setting. So I'm gonna go ahead and crank up that heat just like that and really amp up that char on this skirt steak. All right, so it's time to flip that steak. We can see that beautiful marking. We're gonna move our potatoes around. Again, they're turning a beautiful color here. They're cooking up nicely. So we got another couple of minutes. We're gonna come back, we're gonna pull the steak off and we're gonna pull those potatoes off. All right, beautiful color. All right, we got our steak, we got our potatoes. let's go fix our plate. All right, we got our steak off, we got our veggies off, we got that beautiful charred lemon, we have our potatoes and parsley. Now it's all about just putting all this together and plating it up for you. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these potatoes, I'm gonna roll them around in that beautiful parsley, and then I'm going to hit them up with some of this fresh lemon. And this really brightens up your potatoes. It's a little bit different than like your just regular old red potatoes. I'm gonna hit them with salt, and then I'm gonna hit them with a little bit more pepper. We have our potatoes ready. Now I'm gonna cut up some of my zucchini and squash, and then I'm going to take some of it and I'm gonna save some of it for tomorrow. So we're gonna put that down over here as our kind of little veggie medley. I'm gonna put this back because this is gonna go in my pita for lunch tomorrow. Now, same thing with my pepper here. Last but not least, let's get a little bit of that red onion in there. Now, let's get to that Mediterranean style skirt steak. We're gonna slice that up. Now I'm gonna add my potatoes. So on Sunday, remember, we prepped that tzatziki sauce that we're gonna use for this steak for dinner, as well as tomorrow's lunch. And that right there is tonight's dinner. All right, so we've done last night's dinner, now it's about today's lunch. And for today's lunch, we are gonna take those that leftover steak, veggies. We also have our tzatziki sauce that we made, and we're gonna also add a little bit of hummus here. And we're gonna make a lovely pita. So we are going to put down some hummus here. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of our wonderful grilled vegetables here. Oh. And then we're gonna add that beautiful Mediterranean seasoned skirt steak, and then top it all off with a little tzatziki. All right, here we go. Our grilled veggie pasta salad with our charred lemon vinaigrette, and then we have our Mediterranean skirt steak with our grilled veggies, a little bit of hummus, and topped with tzatziki sauce on a lovely pita. That right there is a nice lunch, and I'm gonna help myself. So with just a little bit of planning, you can make your whole week so much easier. Meal prep made easy. Tonight's dinner, tomorrow's lunch. I think that covered everything. Yeah. Well, cut.